Hey leaders, I had an amazing week last week. The kickoff for Resonate and then Junior High Activate were amazing. And just obviously the big news for me was that my baby son, Jace, was born last week. And so I'm on the top of the world right now. Now, as I was thinking about my son and as I was kind of thinking about your groups that you lead, it caused me to think that, there's different levels of maturity even within our groups. Some are, in some ways, babies like my new little kid, and some are further developed. They're developed physically, but more importantly, emotionally and spiritually and even socially. Students in our groups can be at all sorts of different places. And so the big question is, how do you actually, deal with that? Paul acknowledges it in 1 Corinthians, where he says, I gave you milk, not solid food. He's talking to the Corinthians. For you were not ready for it. He's talking about kind of their spiritual food. He gave them kind of what they needed at that time. And so how do we do this? Paul was like a master evangelist. He's a church builder. He went all over sharing about Christ, basically started the church. And so he knew that people are at different levels, and he had his way of dealing with it. How do we deal with it in our groups? And so I think as I've thought about that in my years of leading students, there's three major things in leading our groups that we need to do. One is we need to know our students. Two, we need to engage them where they're at. And three, we need to help them move along their journey wherever they are at with Jesus, being at a different place. And so first of all, you need to know them. It goes without saying that we need to get to know our students. We need to ask them about their school, what their likes, their hobbies, those kind of things. But even spend time outside of our Resonate times and our Gravitate house groups, sending off a quick message, say, hey, how's it going? Where are you at? Hey, we talked about this. Where is this going? And just to check in with your students is so important to get to know them. Because what that does is that builds trust in your groups, and then students are more liable to share their lives and more easily kind of led along the path with Jesus. And so secondly, as I said, we need to engage them where they're at. We need to find those connecting points that we do in getting to know them, and then to engage in those spots. Some of our students, as I said, even socially, some may not answer as quickly. Some might answer right away. And we need to know that and know how we can ask them the right questions. And we do that by getting to know them, but then engage in each one of them. And I want to encourage you, there's some students who don't answer questions. Ask them outright sometimes, if it's appropriate. Hey, Johnny, hey, Susie, what do you think about this? And be okay with waiting for their response, because, again, students are different. Some may take longer to respond, some may be shorter. And then finally, help them move along that journey. Help them move along that journey with Jesus. Some are at a place where they haven't accepted Jesus. And we need to figure that out and help them with the questions that lead them towards who Jesus is. Others are way down that path. And as you ask questions, they may not be answering just that one question in small group. You may want to take those questions deeper with those students and say, well, that's a great answer. Great that you know that, but what does that mean in your life? And so take students deeper who need to be challenged. So those are the three things. Get to know them, engage them where they're at, and then help them move along the path with Jesus. So those are some things as I thought about my little my little baby boy, that he's new to this world, and these students are all over the map with their maturity. And just a few more things as I close here. We have curriculum, again, available this week on the sidebar of this email. If you don't get it before you get here, hopefully you read it and prepare. That's the plan. But if you misplace it or forget to bring it, please grab it as you come in this Wednesday Resonate. And we're going to have curriculum available for October, hopefully by the end of this week. I'm the one writing it, so hopefully it'll be done. And again, I'll make that available as soon as it's finished. And then finally, we need help outside of Resonates and Gravitates. This is our first activated arena. That's with high school students. We need help with that. If you have time on Friday, please let us know that you're going to come and just come out to that. We'd love to have the help. And vicissitude, believe it or not, October is next week. And that means vicissitude is not this weekend, but the next weekend. And so we need your help. If you want to come to that, please let us know as soon as possible. For leaders, it's a discounted price. It's half the price. It's $55, whereas for students, it's $110. And we'd love to have you help out with that. So if you can make that happen, let us know. Thanks for your time. I'll see you this Wednesday.